What is up, Florida Outdoors people? Welcome back to the Florida Outdoorsman channel. Who's excited for another video? As you can see right here in our hand, we have a downrigger. Finally, after, I don't know, a year at this point of not actually using the downrigger, just fishing on the surface. Now finally, we're going to be doing a downrigger. But the only thing is I got to take off this top piece right here to mount up this piece. This piece will slide into the bottom here, and boom. Now we have a mount. I don't know what kind of mount's already on there. I thought it was Canon, but I guess it's not. Or it could be Canon, for all I know. But it's not this Canon. Doesn't matter. Not the point. But yeah, we're going to be putting the downrigger on the boat. Alright? So, let's get this assembled up. I have no idea how this is going to work. But yeah, let me get it assembled. And then I'll kind of talk about how people normally fish downriggers. Alright? Meet up with you guys in a second. Yeah. Alright, y'all. So first things first, we got to get this mount off. So that's exactly what we'll do. Let's see how this goes. You know, I have a nice brand new impact reel that would have been perfect for that. Just happy that these weren't very hard to get out. So, let's go grab this mount and put it on real quick. I don't think we're going to need this nut. Alright, so that's going to be a slight problem. Only 2 holes line up. Alright, well, it ain't going there anywhere at least, so that's good to know. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's get the downrigger all assembled, and then I'll show you pretty much installing it. But at that point, it's pretty easy. You just slide it in. It's just a quick release. Alright, see you guys in a second. Alright, y'all, so as you can see, we got the thing on. It's kind of confusing at first to try and see how it works, but basically it needs weight, obviously, because without the weight, so I figured that I could just crank it down and it would go down, but that's not the way it works. You have to crank it up, and then now it won't go down as fast. It takes a lot of effort. But you want to crank it up to where then you need weight on it, go backwards, and then it just kind of free lines out. So yeah, I don't think we did too bad. Alright, and then we got the little counter over here. But what's really nice is this swivel base was already installed in the boat. So now I can go at any angle I want. I can go at that angle, I can go at that angle, and she's locked in. She's not moving anywhere. If I want to run with it back like that, I can run it with it back like that. So this is perfect. And then the rod holder, I can pretty much set that wherever I want, and I don't have to drill out a new rod holder. So this is perfect. Plus, unscrew that a little bit, and boom, comes right off, comes with me. This little head moves, so yeah. We've got ourselves a downrigger, guys. So, yeah, not too shabby. Unfortunately, this video has not been as long as I was hoping. It was long for me because, you know, assembly of that thing. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do something that I've been wanting on this boat for a while. Just haven't had, which is going to be cup holders. Every time that somebody comes out on this boat, including myself, you just set your drink down on the console and it goes flying for the most part. So that's my fault. So what I have, and I'll show you here in a second, is these little cup holders that basically flip up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the side, and then both the driver and the passenger both have cup holders that they can just throw their cups in. We had the same kind of cup holders on the Jenny Lynn, so I'm familiar with how they pretty much work. But yeah, let's do that. Let me get this tied back up so that way I'm not just dragging it down. I'll probably not going to leave it in the boat just because I like it. That's nice, and I don't want someone stealing it. So, yeah. Oh, I got another thing that's going to help me with trolling. So let me go grab the. Let me just show you what I got from West Marine. All right, I'll be right back. So it was like a whole haul from West Marine. Actually, these came from Amazon. I had gotten cup holders as well from Amazon, but I have no idea where I put them. They are somewhere at the house, but doesn't matter. I got these. So what these do is you set them in the rod holder, and then obviously it's slanted, so that way it can go out. So we use this right here since we have it, and boom, I can just stick the rod even further out. So that'll be nice trolling. So we can finally do like a 3-rod setup. But yeah, it's got a little hook here, so that way I can just hook into the rod. I think these are stainless. If not, I'll probably throw some like stainless carabiners on, because I can see these are going to rust away very quickly. But we got that. That'll stay on the boat almost permanently. Got another rod holder to go on that side because it's just a plastic one, and I'd like for them to kind of look a little kind of uniform. So we got that. And then suction cup holder slash bait holder, because a lot of times when I'm offshore, I'll just throw the lures up on the console that I cut off because I don't want to stick them up, and then I'm like, I'm trying to hurry and I'm trying to find the fish. So this will be really nice. I'll just suction cup it to the window. So let me see how that works real quick after we get done with our little haul here. And then just the cup holders. Like I said, fold down, folds flat, about that thin. So there's 2 of them, one for the driver, one for the passenger. And then, like I said, we got the downrigger for the boat. The last thing we got is this little thing. I'm dumb, and I've lost a lot of the butts to my the bottom of the rods that I use for trolling. So it's not bad if you have a big fish because you break out the fighting belt. So we just stick the rod in here, and then we can use it to fight the fish a little bit better. It's a little more comfortable. So let's throw that up inside the console, and then yeah, let me install these cup holders real quick, and that will probably do it for the video, I think. We'll see. I might have more. I might not. We'll see. I haven't decided. You guys are along for the journey anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, see you guys in a few minutes. Well, that cup holder is not as good as I hoped it would. There you go. It's slanted glass. I didn't think it was going to be that good anyway. I'll probably just throw it inside the console as a cup holder in there, but I'm glad we didn't exclusively go with the suction cup ones, because that's a perfect example why we didn't go with that. All right, so back to the main goal of putting this one in. And then we're just going to put it on the side here. There was like a whole section talking about that cup holder a second ago, but well, car alarm was going off, so that didn't happen. Anyway, all right, so let's get this drilled in. All right, y'all. So as you can see, perfect looking, and hold my drink. Boom. So we got that one. Ignore the mess up top here. And then we got that one over there. Driver, passenger. I think everyone's going to win at that point. So I just got one last thing to do, which is change that one out for the more coherent looking one, just like the other ones. And yeah, then we're done for the day. So I'll give you guys like an overview once I get everything done. But let me get that done real quick, and then we'll do an overview. This boat's a mess, and I got to clean it as well. So let me do that as well, guys. See you in a minute. All right, y'all. So as you can see, boat's coming along pretty well. We're still working on it. You know, they always say you're never truly done when it comes to a boat. So yeah, we got the Downrigger finally. It's a swivel mount. It's going to be perfect. I can't wait to use it. We got the rod holder installed right here that we just got. And we finally got our cup holders, so that way we can, well, hold our drinks instead of having them go bouncing everywhere. The reason I didn't have cup holders for the longest time was because if I did put them there, then I was afraid that they were going to get smashed up, which I'm still kind of worried about, because you have a drink in there, and then you see something off the bow, you run up, you snag it, you rip it off, and I mean, they're cheap, so I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it still sucks. But what I wanted was like a little suction thing for up top here, but I could never find one that I really truly liked. So yeah, but Downrigger is installed. I've been wanting one of those for the longest time. And then everything else is good. Yeah, just gotta get everything. I have to do one more rod holder. I'm seeing it now that it's popping up. I gotta put better screws in it, but I'll do that at a different point. There's no point in showing you guys that. It's already been installed. That's why I didn't even show you this one getting installed, but you can kind of see it in the camera. So not too worried. But I've rambled long enough, guys. I appreciate you tuning in to this video. I'm just looking back at that Downrigger. I love it. It's perfect. I got to make sure that I put it somewhere else. I don't want it getting taken. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I know it's kind of all over the place, but it's definitely going well. I love this boat. It's perfect. But to Walmart, and then I'm going to go home and enjoy my day. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. It's horrible weather right now. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but no fishing for at least next couple of days. It's going to get cold, so definitely not going to be out fishing in like 30-degree weather, which I think is what it's supposed to be here in the next couple of days. So, yep, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. See ya. And always remember, if you ain't wet, you ain't fishing in Florida. See you guys. Oh man, guys, I got my hat wet.